Day 399. Today I am an art piece, just like every day. How does this photo make you feel? More importantly, how do these photos make me feel? I'm watching behaviors all the time, and that's what wallflowers do. That's our superpower. On the theme of ego spaces versus heart space, then what box are you putting me in when you see these photos? Our egos love separation and understanding and feeling safe, even on micro levels. Egos don't just protect us from the fear of fulfilling our biggest dreams or fulfilling our fullest potentials. Our ego spaces are scouting all the time. This is my soul asking what I know is happening out there. She is too pretty. She's prettier than me. She makes me feel insecure. Or if you are my mother, she is too fat. But it continues because there's also she is too skinny. Then there's she's too white, she wears lipstick. Since when do you wear lipstick, says G. Who told you she could speak? Who told her she could speak? Who does she think she is? She only has 1,818 followers. Oh, she makes art. I can't make art, so I won't follow her. I'm going to follow someone who makes me feel better about myself. How can I use her? She's too old, gray, washed out. By the way, have we noticed that we like old as long as old looks like a model? How many followers does she have? Oh, good, under 2,000. I'll follow her. Is this arrogance or is this self-love? Boxes, 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 boxes. Ego spaces love boxes. No wonder we are all exhausted all the time. How do I feel? Years ago, I was working on a 100-day art challenge as one of the ways I tap into my biggest wound, my love for graphic design, which had all but disappeared professionally. I made an illustration of an abstract spiral that came to me as a visual in my third eye, right when I woke up. This third eye thing is a whole other conversation. I took that image and worked with it on my computer until I got shapes and colors that I loved. I put it on my website and called it self-portrait. That must have freaked out corporate America. Maybe that was the day I officially crossed some kind of a line and became an artist. If I could design my physical self, I don't know what I would look like. It's one of the reasons I loved the first Avatar movie. The people I relate to the most are the huge blue women who are highly spiritual and on the verge of being extinct. All I know is this: when a heart space connection happens, it is effortless and sweet. When I was 14, I was visiting my German family for the whole summer, and I always spent a lot of time with both of my aunts. The one aunt is a shoe-in heart person. Everybody in the family loves her because her heart is very accessible. Isn't it interesting that she's the woman who suffered the most? The other aunt is a pain in the ass with all of her edges, ego. But I seem to be able to love everyone. This is how heart moments go. We were coming upstairs from the basement, and on that staircase, we both stopped because we were in deep connecting conversation. She was still holding the frozen food, and we were mid-chore, and suddenly there was all this opening between us. I have ego edges too, and I make boxes for people to fit in. My mother always says, you can't make someone step beyond their shadow, which I like to interpret as making people step outside of their boxes, because I know for a fact she isn't talking about Carl Jung, because our perfect family doesn't need therapy. But since I, or my ego, lives to prove my mother wrong, I'm hoping people will step out of their boxes, especially politically. Ego spaces will do anything to stay alive and hold on to any irrational identity. Anyway, this is what I look like today. I have many looks, but there's only one thing I care about, which is connecting on a heart level. And how do we do that when we create 1,000 boxes for each other every day? Love, Anne.